So I've been natural over 5 years, and there are definitely some things that I wish I had known before I went natural. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, then my name is Deondra, and today I'm going to be telling y'all all of the things that I wish I knew before I went natural. So just a little bit of context, I have been natural for over 5 years, and I did not do the big chop. I decided to just transition. I transitioned first from relaxed to texlaxed, and from texlaxed then to natural. So if you want more details on my natural hair journey, then you can check out this video. I went through all of the pictures and all of the different stages that I went through, but that's not what this video is about. So for this video, I'm literally gonna just let y'all know the mistakes that I feel like I made and that a lot of people make when they first go natural, and mistakes that you might be tempted to make. So I'm just gonna tell y'all what not to do so that you can have a nice, smooth, enjoyable natural hair journey. So the first thing, you do not need 1,000,001 hair products. So I know when you first decide to go natural, the first thing you want to do is run to the hair store and buy all of the products that you see people talking about, the products that you see girls using on Instagram and YouTube. I know, we've all been there. And it's super easy to become a product junkie. So instead of going out and buying a whole lot of products, you really only need 4 products. And I'm going to tell y'all what those 4 products are. First, you need a good shampoo or co-wash. Then you need a deep conditioner. You need a moisturizing product, and you need a styler. Literally, if you have those 4 things, then you are good to go to start off. You can build on these products as you go along, but those are literally the foundation for a healthy hair journey. The shampoo is important because you cannot have healthy hair without a healthy scalp. And if you have a whole lot of dirt and product buildup on your scalp, your hair is not going to grow, your hair is not going to be healthy and luxurious like you want it to be. So make sure that you have a good shampoo. Next, you want to make sure that you have a great deep conditioner. Deep conditioners are super important because natural hair can become really dry and brittle if it's not properly moisturized. And deep conditioners are the only type of conditioners that actually penetrate your hair shaft. So next is your moisturizer. You definitely want to make sure that you have some type of moisturizing cream, moisturizing butter, something that you can put on your hair while you're styling it to try to keep that moisture locked into your hair strands. And then after you apply that moisturizer, the next thing that you apply on top is your styler. You always want to put your styler on after your moisturizer because usually stylers aren't the most moisturizing, but they help to hold your style. So your styler is something like a gel or a custard, something that's going to help your style hold and last throughout the week. So I'm not going to go through my favorite products in this video because I don't want y'all to be super hung up on the products. It's not really about the hair products, it's about the technique that you use when you're using the hair products. But I can do a video later about my favorite hair products if that's something that you all are interested in. Just make sure that you comment that down below. So the next tip that I have is don't try to master every single style when you first go natural. That's just honestly going to cause you to be really frustrated and feel like you're not getting anywhere, your styles aren't coming out the way that you want them to. Instead, try to focus on one style and stick to it. So I would recommend that you either do twist outs or braid outs. I personally did a lot of braid outs because I was transitioning, and braid outs really help you to blend your different textures together, and braids obviously are a little bit tighter than twists, so it kind of helps your style to hold better. So back then what I would do is I would do about 8 braids in my hair, and then I would use those little pink perm rods and I would put them on the ends. since my ends were pretty much bone straight. They were relaxed still. And by doing this, my ends would be curly and it would kind of blend together with the rest of the braid out. But I would say that if you are not transitioning, then you can probably just do twist outs. It kind of does the same thing as braid outs. It kind of gives your style some hold to it. And I think they're just a lot easier to master than, let's say, a wash and go. Wash and goes definitely take more practice because you're literally trying to define your own curl pattern. Versus with a twist out, you're kind of giving your hair a curl pattern, and it's a lot easier when you're first getting started. And for a twist out, literally all you need is the moisturizer, like I said, and your styler. And I like to put duck clips on the ends of mine just to give me a little more stretch. So whichever style that you choose, you need to stick to that style for at least a few months just so that you can learn the technique and become a master at that one style. And I promise y'all, when y'all find that style that you can do anytime and it's always gonna come out cute, you'll feel so much more confident about wearing your natural hair out, and you'll feel like you're actually making progress. People will start to compliment you on your hair. So just trust me, pick a style and then master it. And then once you master that one, then you can move on to another style. But don't try to do them all at one time. So this next thing I found out pretty early in my natural hair journey, and that is that you have to work in sections. Y'all, natural hair is thick, it's dense, it's curly. You cannot just wash all your hair all together and expect it to come out nice. It's just not gonna happen. You have to work in sections from the beginning of your wash day to the end of your wash day. So I literally mean when you're pre-pooing your hair and you're detangling your hair, you have to detangle your hair in sections. After you finish detangling each section, twist each section back up. When you get ready to wash your hair, take one section down at a time. When you get done washing that section, twist it back up, move on to the next section. That'll make it so much easier because natural hair does tend to tangle up pretty easily. So if you do all this work to detangle your hair and then you go and wash it and then make it get all tangled up again, you just wasted so much of your time. Not to mention, you're potentially causing unnecessary damage to your hair. So just work in sections. And once you finally do get to the styling process, it'll be way quicker because your hair is already fully detangled and it's already prepped for the style. I know you're gonna see some videos of girls that are able to just slap product on both halves of their hair and then they're good to go. But if you don't have that type of hair, work in sections. Trust me. So the next tip. There's literally no reason to track your hair growth every single month. Okay? I was that girl that was really obsessed with length back then, and I had already cut a lot of my hair off since I was transitioning, and I wanted my hair to be back to the length that it was, and I also had a goal of trying to reach bra strap length. So I was just really into, okay, my hair is supposed to be growing half an inch a month. Has it grown half an inch a month? And I actually bought that the hair growth t-shirt that had the lines on the back, and I would literally check my hair every single month to make sure that it reached the next line so that I would feel like I was being successful on my hair journey or something. And y'all, this is just not the way to do it. Like, I would not recommend that anybody does that because it does kind of make you discouraged if, let's say, there's a month that you don't hit half an inch. It makes you feel like, oh my gosh, what am I doing wrong? So instead, I would say maybe just track your progress every 6 months or once a year. I know that sounds kind of drastic, but there's really no reason to look at your hair that closely every single month. Hair grows relatively slowly. So if you watch it, it's literally like you're just sitting there watching paint dry. And that's just not something that you should be doing. So what you should do is just take a lot of pictures. Take pictures every day if you want to, so that you can look back later and see the progress that you've made. It's a lot easier to see progress in pictures versus when you're just looking at yourself in the mirror, because you honestly look at yourself every single day. But when you take pictures and you go back and you compare, okay, my twist out a year ago was like this, and now look at it. You'll really be able to see your hair transform, and it'll just give you a lot more motivation than a motivation t-shirt will give you. Next tip, don't compare your hair to others. Yes, it's important to follow natural hair girls that you are inspired by. Watch their YouTube videos, watch their tips and tutorials. That is how you learn. But make sure that you're not watching them so closely that you expect your hair to come out exactly how their hair came out. For one thing, they've been doing their natural hair a lot longer than you probably have, so they have a lot more experience. They know their hair. They've experimented with their hair. They know what their hair likes. They know what their hair doesn't like. You haven't really learned that yet. So trying to compare yourself to them is just going to make you feel bad. And on top of that, nobody's hair is the same. Even if somebody's hair pattern looks exactly like yours and you're like, oh wow, we're like hair twins, that doesn't mean that whatever products they use is going to work for you, or whatever technique they use is going to work for you. You have to figure out what's going to work for your own hair. And just know that if their hair looks completely different from yours, then even if you follow exactly what they do to the T, your hair is not going to come out exactly like theirs, because y'all have a different curl pattern. And that's okay. Everybody's hair is different. Every curl is beautiful. Your hair does not have to look exactly like that big YouTuber that you love so much. Your hair is unique, and who knows, that big YouTuber might look at your hair and wish that their hair looked like yours. So just make sure that you're always embracing your curls, your kinks, your coils. Embrace them. They're beautiful. And last but not least, your natural hair journey will be so much better if you just enjoy the process. There was a time where I was so, I don't even know if I would say obsessed or stressed. I don't know. I was just so into my natural hair journey that I wasn't actually enjoying the process. So don't do that. Take pictures, like I said. If your hair doesn't come out the way that you wanted it to come out, just look at it as a learning process. Okay, I tried this, that didn't work. So next time I'm gonna try something else. And if you keep doing this and keep loving what you're doing and keep learning how to love your hair, and also just remembering why you went natural in the first place, you'll really have a much better experience, and you'll start to have fun with your hair. Natural hair is so amazing. It has so much versatility. You can do so many things with your natural hair. So don't be afraid to just have fun with it. I hope that y'all found this video helpful. I really tried to just give y'all an overview of some of the things that I've learned and some of the things that I wish that I had known before I went natural, just so that I could have started off on a little bit of a better foot. So hopefully, if any of y'all are getting ready to start your natural hair journey this year, you'll be able to apply some of these tips to your own journey. And I'm sure that if you do that, you will have an amazing experience. Being natural is wonderful, and I've been loving every second of it. I have absolutely no regrets, and I feel like y'all won't either. So if you have any questions or comments, then just make sure that you leave those down below. If you found this video helpful, then please consider giving it a thumbs up and hitting that subscribe button. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so you subscribing is a really big help to me. And as always, thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see y'all next Friday in my next video. Bye!